Hello everyone. How are we all doing today? Hi Jakista. Well, happy March. It's amazing that it's already March, but happy March anyway. I hope you are all doing very well. We're going to be hanging out, enjoying more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 today, which will be fun. Now that we have armor, we can talk about armor and how much it would have cost. And how insane it is that even shitty armor like what we got is something that someone will give us for free. That'll be fun and exciting. So under the constellations, Arcanist and Parisian, it's good to see you. Parisian, I'm so sorry. In general, you know why. I hope the Russian drones all get blown up. Slava Ukraini. An Arcanist. Pork wontons sound really good. I had chicken strips for lunch, but pork wontons sound way better. Dang it, you made me hungry again. How dare you? Alright. By the way, y'all shared this in the Discord in the last couple days, but I want to share it on stream because oh boy, has the history news had some real spicy things before we hop in. Like, it's so cool. I gotta share it. But is it also really dark? So, in history news, in no particular order, firstly, happy anniversary to the Battle of Adwa, where the Ethiopian army beat a vastly numerically superior Italian colonial army. So, incredibly based. But then also, a couple of days ago, it got posted that some new research was done on the Pompeii eruption. And the people left. The human excavation of Pompeii. So, content warning. True, Jakista. True, Empress Taitu of Ethiopia is gonna shoot all the Italian army herself. Because she's based like that. So, content warning for horrifying ways to die. But, the last couple days, a bunch, new article got published and that got a good amount of press. That, someone's brain got turned into glass. Which is... holy shit. Like, fully did not know that, but actually turning your brain into shards of glass because the ash cloud is so superheated. Which is, So basically, the order of operations here appears to be... this person was asleep. Because it was found in his bed. So either he just kind of gave up and took a nap, or he was asleep when it happened. The ash cloud killed him instantly and kind of carbonized his body. And then the pyroclastic flow came through and caused a it was so much cooler than the ash cloud. Still insane. Insanely hot, but cooler than the ash cloud, comes through and creates enough of a temperature differential that the glass shards stay intact. So instead of it crystallizing or carbonizing, it actually stays fused, which is bonkers and also objectively horrifying. Right, Jakista? The extent of the good news here is that he almost definitely died instantaneously. So it probably didn't hurt. But also bonkers. And the way they found out that this was actually his brain is that there was a neuron preserved in the glass. Like, if you put it under a scanning electron microscope, you could see actual neurons within the glass shards. That's... The lesson learned here is that volcanoes are scary. And don't be near one when it erupts. But like, it's objectively so cool. Like, actually such a cool discovery. Also one of the most horrific things I've ever heard of in my life. So isn't that fun? I just wanted to share that because that's pretty darn significant as a find. So we love that. Cool. Hello, Jay Pasco. We were just catching up on the news. There were new discoveries coming out of Pompeii. And they're, simultaneously the coolest thing I've ever heard and the most horrifying thing I've ever heard. I don't want to think about it too hard because that... I mean, it really does give new color to the accounts of Pliny the Younger. Talking about just how terrible and desperate the eruption of Vesuvius was. Because, yeah, I mean, we've known, obviously, you can see the people. But just the extent of that horror continues to be pretty neat. Oh, there was also a new reconstruction of one of the manors, one of the villas in Pompeii, wasn't there? Yeah, new frescoes. Pompeii was popping off. Oh, there we go. It worked. It worked. We're good. I mean, look at how phenomenal that is. That is some of the most beautiful fresco work I think I've seen from Roman times. And I love the black walls. There's some serious artistic chops going on here. So, I mean, it's so darn pretty. Right, like, a whole set of mythological scenes in just absolutely pristine condition. Like, being involved with the Pompeii excavations must be so darn cool. Right, I visited there before, but it was purely just visiting there. And, like, the actual act of discovery on such a high-profile site and realizing, oh, even though this is, you know, one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world, we have still found something that surpasses our current expectations. Must be so thrilling. So I'm jealous. Pompeii fans are really popping off this week. So, hello, Cocos Milk. It's good to see you. We're just about to hop into the game. I was just waffling about some history news. So, why don't we do that? As I said, we finally have armor, so hopefully I'll get less ragey at the combat. And secondly, hopefully, we'll be able to get a chance to talk about how absurd the, economy in this game is. Because we always need more proof that the economy is still incredibly janky. Right? Right. Okay, apologies for the infinite recursion. Boom. Speaking of combat, I think we should probably go practice more combat. Now that we have our horse and all of our other guys. There's you, Constantine. Hello. Now that we have all of our guys, greetings. I need to find food. How much food do I happen to have on me? Oh, I've got plenty. Dried apples. We're gonna just eat random apples and... oh boy. And some walnuts. Do we need to Google an inflation calculator to work out present-day values of goods and services? If we... kind of? Maybe. I don't super think so. Hello. Oh, you're not actually the grocer. Goddamn, the grocer's still asleep. Every time. Because, like, have it in terms of, like, how much time would it take to build this? And that's half the battle, right? We can head over here. And hopefully, it will all be okay. Oh, good. Hello, drunkard. What's up? Just eat all the random food in the inventory. You understand perfectly. Hello.
Greetings, good man. Will you come over here for a moment? Let's talk.
I bid you good day. What do you want to talk about?
You'll see. You won't be sorry.
Sure. What's up?
Could you spare a few
Hello, Gabby.
for charity's sake? I'll be straight with you. It's to spend down the
At least he's honest. 100 groschen.
Tell me a little about yourself.
100?
Be an upright fellow. I might be willing to indulge you.
I was once a cloth merchant. You'd have been hard put to find a tailor around here who didn't buy my wares. The finest quality at the fairest prices.
What happened?
Bad times, lad. And bad people. They robbed my cart more than once, and in the end they just drove off with it.
Well, that's happened to us.
I held a dagger to my throat until I emptied my purse. So I ended up on my own, with no livelihood and no money.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's not that bad. Every now and then I meet someone who gives me a groschen, and then I'm good for the evening.
Your frankness is refreshing.
I would not have given this much money, but that's fine. Charity is important.
Generosity. May the Lord reward you.
True.
I will drink to your health and raise an ale to your horse, your dog, and your wife.
Thank you.
I'm coming for you, ale wenches.
Cool. I'm just gonna leave now. That was so much money. Hang on. Let me find my price lists here. Let me see if I can convert. Okay, chat, remember, 1 groschen is zero point 0.4 shillings. Because most of the English language research here is done on English price lists. So, we'll just kind of use as a generic guesstimation, it's not exactly right, but we can say 1 groschen is 0.4 shillings. So, what, 100, we just gave him £2? Is that... Wait, Chad, am I mathing right? Because 100 groschen, that would be 40 shillings. 20 shillings is a pound. What have we done? Okay, let me pull up the price list. So, price list for medieval items. This will be a little bit earlier than this period. So, let's see. D is pence. So, in London, the best ale is 1.25 pence. Oops. Conveniently, we can actually use another thing here. In the early 15th century, an archer in the English army made a half a shilling a day. A half a shilling a day. So if we do that, that's... what? We gave him almost 3 months worth of military wages? What do we have for, like, axe auger vises, bic irons? No. Rent. No. I want to see... Yeah, okay. These are the prices I was looking for. Best quality wool, 5 shillings per yard in 1380. So, 5 shillings per yard. So we just let him get 8 yards of the highest quality wool. That's enough for him to restart his whole goddamn business. We just gave that man enough money to restart his whole business if he didn't want to use the highest quality materials. Right? If he used linen instead of wool, and he was willing to deal with lower quality linen instead. Complete lance armor. £3, 6 shillings. A half of a suit of lance armor. More than it would take to buy the cuirass we're currently wearing. That's so frustrating. Why would we do this? £2 in 1400 is 1,866 Great British pounds today in the Bank of England calculator. J. Pasco, that's very helpful. Why are we like this? God bless us for our charity, because Lord knows, that counts as our good turn for the month. I think Henry just doesn't have a conception as to what the hell he's got himself into here. Like, I think this man has no concept of money. So I'm gonna have to check how much I think it costs. Oh. We got ripped. Either we are ripping someone off, or we are about to get ripped off. Because this thing says our rusted plate, which is a cuirass without pauldrons, cost 192 groschen. We just saw from the price list it cost £1 for just the cuirass. So £1 is 20 shillings, is 50 groschen. So we are spending 4 times market value for low quality material, like for a new one. The cost of a new one. And over here we're like, yeah, we'll just spend it at like 4 times market value.
I can't see you.
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
Just doing his Christian charity duty. True. And he is required to. You know, charity is a big deal. You gotta do it.
What's that I hear?
No, I didn't mean to.
It's just you.
It's just me. See? Just wanted to knock. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought I was welcome here. I just wanted to knock.
Who's that creeping up? What is it you need?
What are you doing? What's... Huh? What's he doing here?
People start to think you're trying.
What? We beat...
Quick!
Huh? What's he doing? We beat him to a pulp because he was a bandit. He was using his knightly status to afford banditry. I'm not doing anything. Hello. Why is everyone so sus of us? I literally haven't done anything. There is no reason to be like that.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Alright, Gnarly. Help. Explain.
Captain, what'll happen with that robber baron from Apollonia?
No, my stuff is clean. That's a bit rusty, but it's clean.
Jules, he'll stay with us.
Why?
Lord Samine has already taken
Why?
him.
What?
Do you think you can trust him?
No.
Don't worry. If Jules doesn't prove himself, Lord Samine won't trust him.
What's the fuck? What?
Why
Why?
did he take on a bandit? Look, I have to admit he's a skillful swordsman, but he's still just a common bandit.
Not so common. They say he's of noble birth, so Lord Samine didn't have much choice.
What? What do you mean he doesn't have much choice? You throw him in prison and you ransom him to whatever his family is. There's a fucking process here. You strip him of everything. You throw him in jail. You figure out who his family is. You write a very nicely worded letter informing them that they need to ransom their guy. And then you wait for the money to come in. And you take care of him, you treat him decently while you're at it, and if he gets sick and dies, you know, that happens. This game has a weird understanding of the man-at-arms to bring into Knight Pipeline, right? Also, a very view of knights as bandits with money. There's an awful lot of knights are just bandits with money, which is a very 60s way of understanding. Well, no, 60s still had like chivalric romanticism happening. Very, very George R.R. Martin grimdark class struggle based understandings of knightliness.
Such a good swordsman could prove to be
Not
quite handy.
entirely ungrounded, but very
If
weird.
he proves himself, that is.
Then how should he do that?
Clearly, we didn't wipe out his old gang of bandits in Apollonia. So he's got to catch the rest of his people that are still on the rampage.
Let me hold. I have a book. I have a book for this. And by a book, I mean 5 books. What? I have an entire library here. Some of them are more helpful than others, but they're all by the same people. So it's just a blanket recommendation. Older stuff, but still good stuff. The Night in History by Francis Giles. Let's see if I can find the relevant thing. This is why you ask medieval historians, right? So this is from 1984. So has definitely changed some things. And focuses a lot on earlier periods, especially William Marshall. And chat, quick poll, quick. Do people know who William Marshall is? Like, I'm happy to go fully into tangents of knightliness. If we need to. No. Fabulous. We're about to get ads in about 10 seconds. So I will pull up some resources here, and we will fully digression into knightliness here. And then we'll get back into the, learning how to not get stabbed. So, pause. I'll be pulling up stuff during the ad break. There's a lot written about this guy, because he was praised as being the great guy. Whole biographies on this guy, but... Huh. Did you know that Marshall is a common enough name that Google Scholar results are completely useless? Fun fact. Scholarly digression, right? Isn't it fun? So we'll rely on Wiki to get you a picture of him, and then I'll use the book for the actual biography. Also, it's a title. No, I don't think he is. Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah, no, it's his name. It's not his title. It started as a title, but then it became his name. His father was the one who took it as a name. So, right, William Marshall was not really a Marshall. He was William Marshall. Look, this is getting out of hand already. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the... Hopefully, most of you did not get ads, and hopefully they were not obnoxious if you did. So, I promised a scholarly digression, and a scholarly digression we shall have. This man here, William Marshall, the first Earl of Pembroke, is probably the stereotypical knight. Like, if you want to think of a knight wandering around doing tournaments, winning renown, becoming a great person, literally him. This is the guy. And he gets praised quite a lot for being just the guy. So, right, he's in the court of Henry I of England. His parents were in the court of Henry I of England. He is in the court of, firstly, the anarchy, and King Stephen, and then Henry II, and then Richard the Lionheart, and then, John I. Wikipedia does call him the greatest knight to ever live. That is literally quoting his biography. And also, yeah, he's such a guy. Right, so in his first battle, in which English and Norman, hang on, what year is this? About 1164, 1165. In which English and Norman knights successfully defended Drincourt. William, lance broken in the first charge, horse wounded, flung himself into the hand-to-hand fighting through the streets while townspeople cheered from their windows. At the feast that night commemorating the victory, a knight commented on William's performance. William had fought to deliver the town rather than to take prisoners for ransom or to seize horses and equipment. He had behaved, in other words, like the ideal rather than the real knight. Such behavior was admired, but only to a point. The Earl of Essex reminded William that a knight could not afford to disdain treasure. Marshal, he said, give me a gift, for love and for recompense. Surely, agreed William. What would you like? A crupper, or a horse collar. But God bless me, I've never owned one in my whole life. Marshal, what are you saying? Today you had 40 or 60 before my eyes. Will you refuse me? Uh-huh. So, his horse dies, and he ends up poorer than he left. Oops. So in the end, right, William Marshall spends whole years taking place in tournaments and just, yeah, causes so much everything. So let's see. He ends up in most royal courts in England and France, and is well liked in both of them. And so, yeah, he embodies a lot of the ideals you see in the chivalric romances, in terms of martial prowess, and in terms of, drinking the Kool-Aid so much that he actually behaves properly. He is eventually given quite a lot of land, and ends up being really well liked. And then King John becomes king in 1199. So, oops. He and the king in 1203 had a falling out after the loss of the Duchy of Normandy in 1204. And then he ends up being one of the leaders on the royal side in 1013 through the First Barons' War. So, William Marshall ends up helping negotiate the Magna Carta, and remains well loved by King John through the rest of his life. So, this man is really fucking cool, and does so much. And is held up as the ideal knight for several centuries thereafter. So, note he starts in nobility. He kind of wanders around because he doesn't inherit stuff, builds himself up through performances and deeds of renown, especially in tournaments, and then briefly becomes regent, and briefly becomes in charge of everything. So he's a big deal, and is really instructive for what we do, like what we imagine as knights, and what the historical realities for knights were, right? Yes, knights had to be involved in the taking of a lot of treasure, especially from other knights, taking harness, taking armor, taking horses, and involved in plundering places in order to enrich themselves, and in paying their retinues. Looting is an expected part of medieval warfare, and so they're expected to do a lot of looting. However, through martial prowess and through representations of nobleness, it was possible to achieve really, really, really high status. You just had to be really good at stabbing people. Yeah, he's a major inspiration for A Knight's Tale, along with the historical Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Yeah, William Marshall's very cool. Basically, that's the TLDR. William Marshall is cool. We also, I suspect, are going to need to draw a reference to these 3 books before too much longer. That would be Life in a Medieval Village, Life in a Medieval Castle, and Life in a Medieval City. I think for the most part this ends up looking at earlier stuff. Yeah. This is looking largely 13th century, not 15th century, so there's some changes that happen. But, and it's also more focused on England than on Central Europe. But still, some of the lessons coming through here is going to be quite helpful as we get into later parts of the game. So, stay tuned. Last recommendation of books, by the way, though. This is the most important book they wrote. Right? Francis and Joseph Giles, out of all the books they wrote, this is the most important one. Cathedral Forge and Water Wheel is it's been a little bit supplanted by various other books, but like in terms of raw impact, this in terms of viewing treating the Middle Ages as a time of technological advancement was a really, really impactful book, and is also a quite readable book as far as academic history goes. So another one I highly, highly recommend. We'll come back to it because it'll probably matter. I'll add them to the stack. My stack of reference books here is creeping into frame, which means you know that it's getting a little bit out of hand. Oops. Alright. Looting as part of the social contract is weird. Yeah. Yes and no. It's not weird in that it's efficient. And it's not weird in that there was a lot of rules in terms of who you could loot and how you could loot it. It is weird in that the inhumanity of it all is quite significant. Anyway, let me get back to hanging out with all of you correctly. And now, back to the game. Why that hired hand?
With that hired hand?
Francie? Nothing much. He swore it was the other fella talked him into it. So we kept him on here as a hand.
Very generous.
Aye. The best thing for a wayward fella like that is hard work.
Huh.
How did Gules end up?
He's a noble, so Lord Samine took him into his service.
What?
It's stupid.
Why would he do that? After Gules tried to rob him?
That's the nobility and their rules for you. A peasant would get the noose right away. But the lords play a different game together.
And you don't have a problem with that, Captain?
I don't, but I'll keep a close eye on him. Trust me. But anyway, there's all sorts in service in Samine. You can't do a job like this for long without getting dirty hands.
I expect the same applies to you?
Oh, my hands might be dirty, but my conscience is clean. There's some folk might tell you a different story, but that's how it goes.
I think I've heard all I'd like to learn
Oh, good.
Fighting with a longsword is all the rage, but it's not for me. You know what they say about old dogs learning new tricks and all that? But there is one thing I've learned, so I'd be glad to show it to you if you're interested.
Please. Ah, it's so expensive. Why is it so expensive? I'm sorry. Wait, hang on.
I'll show you a quick thrust with a longsword. What do you say?
What? Okay. So we established that 100 groschen is 2 pounds. So this is costing almost 6 pounds. This is costing historically accurate price list, chat. We have a list of fencing lessons in the medieval price list I've got pulled up. Hang on. So, chat, let's just say 6 pounds. Medieval price list. Let's see. Fencing instruction in the late 16th century. 10 shillings per month. So 1/2 of a pound per month. We're paying for a year's worth of instruction. Chat. Why are we paying for a year's worth of fencing lessons to learn how to stab somebody? Wah! That, honestly, this is incredibly funny that the price has inflated that much. How much do eggs cost? That's a great question. How much do eggs cost? Spices, pepper, saffron, cow, ox, fowl, 2 dozen eggs, 1 pence. So, what, 1/12 of a shilling? Groschen is 0.4, like 0.3 groschen for 2 dozen? Next time we're in town, we'll have to see how badly they're extorting us on eggs. This is real bad, chat. It is really funny that the price of things is actually, consistently stupidly inflated. Not consistently inflated, but it's always...
We have a practice fight?
What would you like? Practice weapons or proper steel?
Practice.
Practice fight will suffice.
What do you want to try?
Longsword.
Longsword.
Because that's what I've got. Short
You
sword.
take a short sword and shield.
That's not what you call that.
Since you was
Yeah.
Ready.
Alright. Cool. I'm glad that once again failed. Come on. Let me get warmed up on my combos. Why did that not work at all? There we go. True. That would be far funnier. Why? Stop dropping my inputs! You stupid game.
do it.
This game is, dropping my inputs again and again and again. That's quite frustrating, because I'm trying to do this overhead combo. And every time I'm doing this, it's actually dropping my... It's for the most part dropping my inputs.
Do it.
Like there, it just dropped my last attack. And it just dropped my second attack there. That time it worked. But it's not... And also,
Show
again...
your stuff.
Again in the it's pulling. Look at how much stamina it takes. Chat, watch the bottom of the screen. Half the bar. Here. Boom. Boom. Drop the input again, that's cool. Drop the input again, that's very cool of you. Dropped it a third time, that's very fun and not at all frustrating. Like, I don't mind if it, if the combo doesn't work, but I'd like if it at least put an attack in. Because it's not that I'm striking too soon, it's just...
Do it.
Right, I'm striking as I hear the sound of the chunk. So either that's an on-purpose dumb thing, or Cool. Okay, so for that combo, I don't move my mouse at all. That's something. I wonder if that's part of what's screwing it up. Is it trying to switch guards at the same time? So, nope. Evidently not.
Attack me! Let's do this! Go
Cool.
fuck yourself!
Hey! Don't yell at me.
Ah.
Whoa.
Fuck
What
you.
the heck?
That's enough. My old bones need to rest.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Again with this... Hi, yes. What? Why? Why?
That'll teach it.
What?
Enough. I'm getting too old for this.
Huh?
If you want to continue,
Thank you. Very cool of you. Thanks for doing that while... Would anyone... If you finish a practice bout, the game says, "Hi, yes, you wished to do a real bout." This is the second time it's happened, and it's been under the same conditions. Is if you time... Maybe it's if you time out a practice bout? Like, if you do a practice bout...
That's bloody deep.
Select all. Confirm. Wash your clothes. Wash yourself. Oh, I'm as washed up as I get. Okay. So yeah, apparently, if you, do this, then it just... Gnarly, you suck. Gnarly, why would you do that to me? What's wrong with you? Never seen this before. I'm glad I'm having new and exciting and novel approaches to it. Ah, yes, I seek an audience. Not with the Moravian. Nope, that's a bedroom. No, that's also a bedroom. That's not where I want to be. Is there an audience chamber up here? No, there's just a bunch of random stuff. No, okay. Well, I just wanted to talk to Lord Samin. You... Where is he? Are you the... I can't remember. Are you the groom? Anyway, you.
Have you already taken care of your band?
Don't you start with that too.
So you didn't.
After you attacked me in Apollonia. I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own ass. Old man Samin will
You
just
still
have
have...
to be a bit more patient.
Are you making excuses?
You wouldn't be making excuses by any chance?
And why would I do that, you genius?
So you don't have to go up against your own. You're protecting them.
Pfft, you think I regard them as my people? That's putting it strongly.
Why the harsh words?
Because I care about their fucking necks about as much as they care about mine. Look, lad, That's just the way it goes.
That's
between us
sure
bandits.
not the way it works
might
between...
seem dishonorable and low to you, but each of us is trying to survive the best we can. Believe me, if those boys were in my boots, they'd not hesitate a moment and gut me like a swine. But they'll never get a second chance, because they're not of noble birth.
What'll happen once they discover you're in Semin's employ?
Huh?
They won't be too fond of me over it, but then they never were. Why are you asking about them anyway? Don't tell me you want to help me. These aren't any ordinary thieves.
Uh-huh.
They're a bunch of the most depraved whoresons I've ever met. What do you think? Would you fancy tackling them?
Sure.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hit. You can start with
Canker?
He already had that name when he joined us.
What's up?
I reckon they started calling him that on account of how he's rotten to the core.
Uh-huh.
Where
Where?
can I find him?
I don't know. I only know that he and his band were ambushing travelers on the road from Troskovitz to the Nabarkov mill.
So how do you want to find him then?
Easy. I'd wait for him. With a little luck, he'll ambush you in one...
You don't have a better...
What did you expect? Go ahead and try and find him that way if you like. But I think you're more likely to roll straight 6s and die.
Uh-huh. What do you know
What do
about
you
him?
know about Canker?
He likes to disguise himself as a monk and ambush. He looks
'Kay.
convincing in a robe. But otherwise, he's an awful heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Always...
That could be useful.
Definitely.
What do you know about his band?
Not much. We've never seen them all together, but there won't be many. Canker has never dared tackle anything.
Cool.
Again,
Either Canker will...
that's enough for...
Well, oh, and I almost...
Why?
Why should I? See you soon, my friend. Sir? Bring me some wine.
My friend? Why? Why am I getting yelled at? This detection system as to what's trespassing and what isn't is insane. Like, holy moly. It just does not work. Hello.
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
Oh wow, who would pretend to be a man of the cloth? It's totally yeah, totally. We are a good Christian and would never have possibly done that. Right? Right, chat? Hang on. What's my call? What's my call my horse? That's Pat, that's V, that's not right. Clothing presets, minigames. Where's my call horse? I thought it had been Y, but that's clearly incorrect. It's X. Oh, good. Horsemanship 8. Oh, we also have things in this vitality. What have we got? More things. If you don't overeat, get drunk, or starve. Let's do a balanced diet. Skills, horsemanship, Night Saddler. Nope. Nope. Be able to run away better.
Go!
Whee! Look at how beautiful this is. Okay. Well, I have a couple things I need to do. First and foremost is I need to get healed up, which will mean I need to, actually go back up here and take naps. But, you know, We can at least wander around and do non-combat-y stuff for the day. Buy some food. Hopefully buy some food at the tavern. Maybe? Because otherwise... I'm gonna need to head over to the grocer. I'm figuring out cooking as like a separate thing.
So, what do you have?
Right, because he's got plenty of stuff. Though he's got mostly, he's got mostly, actually, hang on, wait. We can check food. I'm being dumb. We can check how much food costs. Horseradish, leek. What if this is going to be on the price list? What is on the price list? Come on, give me something. Give me something. No mattresses. What is this? No. This isn't helpful at all. Alright, in the thing we've got some food prices, but the food is wine, ale, more ale, best ale, good beer, dried fruit, spices, pepper, saffron, a good cow, a cheap cow, an ox, a sheep, a wether, a pig, a chicken, 2 chickens, 2 dozen eggs, a goose, 80 pounds of cheese, salted herring, salt conger, and oats. Well, I can tell you it's exaggerated, just on the grounds that if 2 dozen eggs is 1 pence, an apple is almost certainly cheaper than that. But I suspect that's at a point where, I suspect at that point, we're at a point where, like, they literally just didn't use money.
Do you accept?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we... Aye, that'll do. Thank you.
I'm so
and take
hungry
care.
I could eat a horse.
Right? Like, I suspect... that, we're on such a scale of, like, cheapness that money was just literally not used.
That's a beauty.
Aye, ours is the prettiest. And also the only one in these parts. Except, I feel sorry for my poor Hinyik, having to worry about it.
Yeah. Why is he?
Why is he worried?
Oh, he has to keep watch over it at night. We decided to keep it up until harvest.
Just
Except
keep
that
it up
means
the
someone has to guard
entire
it
summer.
every night. Hinyik pulled the short...
Henyuk?
He's my... sweetheart.
Shoutouts to this guy
It's
being part of
complicated.
this, wanting to be involved.
Is something wrong?
Well, since you asked, my parents forbid us from seeing, so we have to meet in secret. Which is impossible now, since Henyek doesn't have the time because he has to
Well, what if someone took over for him and he...
I'd like to see that. He's tired, but...
We'll see. Show me your wares.
What have you got here? Oh, good. Cooked stuff. Oh, good. We can actually compare it to something actually referenceable now. Look at that. So, basic fruit wasn't even on the list, but fine wine, I happen to know, is on the list. So, best wine. 8 to 10 pence a gallon. So, just under a shilling, so... That's actually... We're overpriced, but we're less overpriced than I feared. Unless if we're buying a gallon of wine, which I don't think we are. Now, hang on. Why is wine less expensive than fine wine? What? Why is this a thing?
I'd like to discuss the price.
What it?
Right. Why not? Finally! A reasonable... Thank you.
Thank you.
And take care.
What? Hello, I'm allowed to be in here. I'm a paying customer. I think.
God bless.
Hello, Project. You suck, but,
What's new? Nothing new. It's quiet.
oh good. It's quiet. What an interesting experience that is. And we just got progression, main level 9. Doesn't let me do anything. Oh. Really? Hello. It's good to see you, Wolfie. We've been, we have realized that Henry has been, completely scammed for, like, his entire career. Like,
Good day.
so utterly scammed in everything he's doing. It's actually quite funny. So we found some medieval English price lists. And then we did some conversions to get an approximation for how much things probably maybe cost in 15th century Central Europe. And our armor, our current shitty cuirass, is listed in-game at almost 4 times the cost of a new cuirass. Also, yeah, we gave 100 groschen to a drunk beggar.
What's going on?
I beg you, untie me.
This is a bad idea. We're gonna get stabbed. We're gonna get stabbed. Well, at least you're bloody enough. But yes, 100 for no discernible reason. We also talked to Captain Gnarly.
Thanks for untying me. I thought no one would ever come by.
We're like 3 minutes out of town.
Help me. I've been robbed. They took everything.
Tell me more about this robbery.
I was ambushed by a band of thugs. 4 men. They beat the shit out of me.
Well, be thankful they didn't.
True as that may be, they took all my
Like the
wares.
drunk guy. You know, charity.
Can't sell anything. I think
Charity is
I've
an
nothing
important
to live
part.
on
You
myself.
don't need...
How about I? No, but
Hopefully this works. Hopefully we don't just make this work.
Well, it almost didn't hurt.
We kind of...
I'll help you, as a good Christian should.
There we go.
What can I do for you?
Friendly arms instructor had random bloodlust, right?
If you have some spare clothing, old boots and hose would come.
I'll find you something to wear.
We've got a tunic and that. That's not...
Thanks a lot. But at least then.
I don't have
I'll
any.
find you something to...
I don't... Well, actually, I can do that. Those aren't the ones I'm wearing.
That's all I can...
Thank you so much. And God be with you.
Wait, were those
What
my
are you
shoes?
whistling for?
Those were my shoes, weren't they? I'm actually walking around barefoot. We're gonna have to see if we can't fix that. Where do we have a spot to do that, actually? Like, I don't know of anyone who has a... Maybe one of these traders does. We'll head down to Troskovitz. We'll see what we've got. I was going to do some hunting, but instead I think I'm going to have to stop by here. Also, I did just hit a new speech level, didn't I? Polished wares, Hustler. Jack of all trades. Beautiful. Help me level up everything faster.
Go. Quick, quick, go.
So we'll see how the... Anyway, we need to have a talk about giving everything... Literally... You gave away everything I own. Because I'm just a nice guy like that. That being said, I do need new shoes. Like, yes, I could beat up someone and take their shoes, but I have... There's no universe, right? There's no universe where... It'll...
Welcome. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked. I salvaged some.
Were there any valuable?
You bet. Lord
Oh,
Sim
not the
ordered
spices.
All sorts of delicacies and precious spices. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was... If you only knew...
And where did the...
On the roads near the Catchuck Pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. Me too.
I'm searching...
That herb woman, I don't know nothing about her.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, I'm not from here, and I'd like to get...
Yeah, natürlich, you're not from here.
Why are you...
Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betis.
Why are you suddenly speaking German?
That is your business, lad. Also.
Where's the
Where
church?
can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a...
Real
small
question.
church in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have
Okay.
to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village. And weddings usually take place without a law. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Huh.
Is there any...
Certainly. Here in the village, we don't care.
I understand that.
Why
But
not
we were
speaking German?
ambushed by bandits. So...
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rubble recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've
True,
already
the
heard
ram is their gravedigger.
About those ones in particular, or about others.
What?
They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every
Why
time
are
I
we
go to
not
the
translating the
town,
German,
I
by the way?
Send an armed escort with me.
So the road...
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich...
Also that. Other merchants.
Can I find...
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz, the tailor. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. There.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated along with the scribe Bible.
I wonder if Henry can't quite understand them in universe. That's probably why. It's a dumb thing.
If he really does it all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is the rest of the villagers.
What town
Where
do you go
for
to?
wares?
The closest is Sobotka. The biggest Yichin, what you call Eugene. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to her.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot.
Oh, he had to correct himself. Yeah, so he is...
Here, we'll have to... I do not think you will...
Okay, okay, okay.
Show me...
Burgers, hunting sword, don't care about that. Usable stuff. Why do you not have... No. I mean, yes. I love some soap. Why do you not have anything useful? Wait, how much did I spend? How much does the soap cost? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Huh? Gonna move all... Why is soap? 19 groschen a pop. Huh? This is highway robbery.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Gut, versuchen wir es.
What would you say?
That's more... Sehr gut. I can agree.
Soap is the new pretzel, right? Also, he said there's a clothier down at the end here, or a tailor. Cause that's the inn. That's the tailor. Hello. Good day. Currently reading about Robert Bartlett's Making of Europe, which about a slightly earlier period, but according to that, friction between different communities along linguistic lines was definitely a thing. Oh, it's super definitely a thing. Still is very much a thing in this time period, especially right now, in Bohemia. So the language in Bohemia is Czech, right? And at times, Czech was de facto the court language of the Holy Roman Empire if the emperor happened to be from Bohemia. But there is an enormous German-speaking population because Bohemia is one of the largest principalities within the Holy Roman Empire. So Prague in particular has a huge German-speaking contingent, as well as a pretty large Polish and Yiddish-speaking populations. But yeah, so it would not be weird in any way, shape, or form to have someone speaking German. It would be weird to have someone in Bohemia who didn't know at least very rudimentary German. Trade.
Show me your wares.
Boots. Hit me with the boots! Come on. Those are all... No, those are coats. No. That's barding. You don't have boots? You seriously don't have a shoe? What do you mean you don't have a shoe?
Oh well, what can you do?
Would you repair...
If I can repair all... That costs so much money. No. Will cost 12. Remove that one. We'll haggle on all of that.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Hopefully I can get an even
I'm
10.
listening. Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Take care.
So that's repaired all of that. Only cobblers sell shoes. Okay, but like... There isn't a cobbler in town here, is there? I feel like there isn't. Certainly not that I've seen. Because this is clearly peasantry and drying rack. That wasn't quite what I meant. The cobblers are weirdly uncommon. That's what I meant. Because there isn't a cobbler in this entire... There's a tanner. But there isn't a cobbler anywhere on the map that I have explored so far. Do you think down in Sameen there's a guy who sells the saddler? Sells other stuff? Let's find out. I've got time in the day before it gets to night, so... Should be able to do this. Hopefully get good food in Sameen. Or at least get a chance to cook, right? Right. That's the other thing I like literally have not figured out, is actually like cooking more substantive food. It seems oddly difficult. Like, easy to get ingredients, but then none of the cookpots, either they're already full, or...
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
Alright.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work. Master Guard.
Right? So I can get all the raw ingredients for cooking, but either, you know, I'm supposed to be able to get timber and flint and steel and be able to do stuff that way, and I'm not. I'm messing up on that. Or you just can't find a spot to do it?
What do you want? Speak up, or...
I just...
I'll have a look at the wares.
What do you mean, yokel? Why am I suddenly being called a yokel? What else do I need? Riding gloves? No, can't afford that at all. These are so expensive. What the hell? I mean, yes, harness should be expensive. That's kind of an important thing. But like, what the hell?
I'd like to discuss the... Sure.
I'm literally here to fix that.
Well, if you offer it... Very well. Let's
Really need to eat something.
Take care.
You're barely hungry. Relax. He does kind of look like a bad... Just because I'm wearing a comfy hat. Now, hang on a sec. Why am I getting accused of being... a problem just because I have a comfy hat? Wait, what? Why can I not equip the bassinet? Wait, hang on. Why can I not go... Hi, Alex. I'm wearing a hat, so I should be able to put a bassinet over that. Ooh, we have an exact price list from only like 50 years previously. Great. I love that for us. It's not equipped. I need padded protection, so the hat is just not padded enough. Sumptuary laws now that way. Don't you say notwithstanding about sumptuary laws? Sumptuary laws are so important. But we have a price for a bassinet from 1369 in our medieval price list. All right. 13 shillings 4 pence plus 3 shillings 4 pence to add a liner. So let's use that basic price because this is the most basic version of it. So 13 shillings 4 pence. We said, what was it? 100 groschen. Groschen is 0.4 shillings? Or... yeah. Groschen is 0.4 shillings, so... Chat, can someone do math here? I'm more interested in converting between medieval economies. But that is helpful, Jay Pascoe. You said you had that up, right? Because it's not, I mean, the thing is, right, knowing how much a bassinet costs in today's money is not super helpful because who buys a bassinet? There's no real purchasing power to buying a helmet because we're not in a business, most of us, most of the time, where we get whacked upside the head. Some of you in chat are exceptions to this rule. You know who you are. But yeah, 13 shillings, what is it, 13... That'll be what, 13 divided by 0.4? I need to just pull up a calculator here and see how that works. Math is hard. 13 divided by 0. Yeah! That's 35-ish groschen. That's what I thought. Chat? Yeah, I didn't really want to deal with that either. I can't tell if we're the ones scamming or we're the ones getting scammed here, because we did get that for free. We did get this for free. And the game claims it's worth 97 groschen. But 97 is a big cry from 35. Gosh, it never stops being funny. We just haven't found a pretzel to really ruin our day. Alright, sadly this guy did not have useful padded protection. Right? You had all...
Show me your...
like pouches, gloves, shoes, and harness. Yeah.
Take care then.
A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Well, you don't have to be mean about it. Just because you didn't have the thing I wanted, and the only person with the things I wanted is all the way over here. This is all fine, though, because we can head over here. We have to go back to the tailor to find a coif, to get something padded, in order to go... Heck. You know the drill. Look, I didn't think I need to buy...
Show me.
I didn't think I need to do this. Crude padded coif. We'll haggle about it.
Talk about the...
Sure.
Just down to 3.
Fine. I hope you'll be...
Because that's reputation and that's practice. And that makes us feel good. Now we'll head over to the inn. Wherever that is. It's somewhere over here. That's the rat house. I overshot. Anyway, inventory. Armor. Equip that. Bassinet, equip that. Now we really look the part of a bandit. But we have head armor, which means maybe we'll get rolled slower. Hello, yes. Oh.
What do you have?
You're not helpful, are you? You are not helpful at all.
One beer, please.
Hello, yes, No, you're just all alehouse mates. Where's... There you are. Betty! Betty, I would like to get...
Can I spend?
Not a chance.
Why? What? Why? Mean. That's so rude. Betty, why have you done this to me? I'm gonna eat a raw onion about it. She's not. I've taken other quests from her. And she's let me stay at the inn previously. Like, she's not mad at me for the start of the game. Because she's been... Well, she's like happily talked to me about other stuff. All other times. But none of the innkeepers are letting me actually stay with them. Which is really quite frustrating. But that's fine, I guess. I can stay at Bojana's. It's a good point. They also won't let me just buy food at the inn. By the way, that's the other thing. They won't let me just buy some food. I mean, it's hardly catastrophic, but... Oh, let me equip that. That's important. Transfer to horse, because that's bad. Hunter's belt is equipped. Leather apron is equipped. Why do I only have a charisma of 6?
Good day to you.
Why are they like this? Anyway. All of this is to say... You remember those guys that we fought earlier? Actually, let's go fight. Right, Apollonia is mad at me. But Troskowitz, how am I liking the game so far? I overall really like it. But it's got some peculiar friction points. It had quite a few bugs, which is really unfortunate. But also has some, I think, unintentional hilarity and friction points that I am not such a fan of. Like, for instance, the fact that everything is 3 times as expensive as it should be. And also, you know, there's very basic services that I'd expect in some places that I'm not able to get. Like the ability to eat at an inn without being called a vagabond. When the town likes me well enough. I wonder if that's a feature of the fact that I'm wearing like this rusty... No? Unequipping some of this stuff does not improve my... Huh. I was like, hey, maybe it's the fact that I'm wearing armor, I'm wearing military clothes when I'm not military. But, no, it's just, that's my charisma. And, either I'll have to do alcohol about it, or really, save up and buy some money that buy a fancy set of clothes to see if it actually helps me out. Right, they'll accept almost any vagabonds or any random perpetual drunkards, Moravians, or other such, but they won't accept me or humans at that particular one. They're like, oh yeah, we're totally open-minded, ignore the rest of the town. We don't mind the humans.
Hey, unless you want to end up the same way, keep going.
Let's just take it easy. I'm not looking for any trouble.
Don't let me see you here again.
I do need to get through, though. Well, neither of you have a shield, actually, so, let's try this. Let's see if
you're made of. Show your stuff.
I dodged, excuse me. Excuse you, I fully dodged. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. Why do we have a random guy here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why? Dropped inputs are the bane of my existence. Did you know that it just will eat inputs for no discernible reason? Like, I hit spacebar with plenty of time there. And it was just like, hey, guess what? What if you didn't? And I was like, that's cool of you, I guess. Right, one of those hits, I definitely did not have stamina. You're so right on one of those hits. The last one, I did have a quarter of my stamina bar, and it ate it.
Quick.
I was paying very close attention to that one. It did eat the input. It's hungry? It sure is. Also, you know, don't block my way with random bandits, please and thank you. Hi, yes, you can talk your way out of most situations. Also, Gabe, throws people who are named bandits at you.
Quick.
Also, game, you need to do skills in order to get better at them. Game exclusively puts you in situations where you will lose if you do that. Like, there is something a bit peculiar about this. Also, armor being tied to your stamina bar is one of the most frankly bizarre combat design decisions I've ever seen or heard of. Like, can we all concur that that's a bit funky? Ah, yes, the steel you're wearing only works if you're... Oh, no, stop.
Whoa, whoa.
So let's try this again.
Huh? You fucker! Now you're gonna die.
Got him.
Know what you're made of.
Just get the drop on him. Okay, where'd my stamina go? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd my stamina go? It all got... I went from like 2/3 to none. I went from 2/3 stamina to none stamina in 1 second. That's fine though. That's not helpful. That's better. That's good. That's good. That's good. Do you meet the stat requirements for the weapon I have? I better, because it's the only one I've got. No, I don't. Min strength 8. Which is also bad. Don't say hi, yes. The only thing we... That's fine. Tarkov is not that far away. So we should be able to turn around now. Actually, before we do that, let's loot the guys that they were looting. Oh. So this is robbing, not looting. Okay, but the band... What if the bandits got to them? What? I stole one thing. Oh, I stole everything. That's a problem.
He's dead.
Hi, it's not me. Damn it. This is gonna go interestingly. I didn't do it. I just came across them. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. No, it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna drop all the stolen stuff. And then they can't prove anything. Yeah. No, we're just gonna... Actually, I would like to get the jewelry back. You know, I've got a fence. I know where a fence is, so... But hey, they, well, hopefully this doesn't go too badly. Worst case, it, sure hasn't saved, so, we can always reload. Well, he's trying.
Without anyone noticing. Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
I did see that.
What?
Sorry. I didn't know that was private. I'm trying to be reasonable, but the game takes that and says, hey, what if we never want to be around?
Good day.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Where'd he go? Hi. Trade.
Show me.
Alright. What's that? Okay. Oh, I just can't use any of these effectively. That's fine. I'd really like to keep the... I'd really like to keep my longsword if I could. But I will sell that then. And I will try and sell that and that and that. And then we will haggle.
Word about the price.
Sure. Aye. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Does he have soup? Wait, does the blacksmith have soup somewhere? He does have soup. I did not observe that he had soup. But yes, I will, Constantine, that is great and very helpful to know, except for one teeny tiny, itty bitty, unimportant problem that I would need to have two whole clothing sets. Well, it's an extremely unimportant problem that has nothing significant going on. But, yeah. It does make a slight difference. Now, we are going to completely, coincidentally, and unimportantly walk back the way we came. And we're going to see how that guard, if that guard tries to find us for a crime that we did not commit. Oh hey, they've cleaned up the bodies. Oops. Hey, don't be mean to Pebbles.
Yes?
What's with all these guys and being incredibly mean to Pebbles all the time? Mr. Mercenary. Yeah, right? I challenge you to a duel on behalf of the honor of the good Lady Pebbles.
Go!
Now, the other thing I want to check while I'm here is, you know, I want to practice my archery and figure out how that works, because that's helpful. Firstly, because hunting.
Whoa, whoa.
Firstly, because hunting. And secondly, yes, I do understand that part. Thank you. Why is it auto shooting? Are we incapable of holding a bow? Holding onto an arrow for longer than 3 seconds? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? This bow is too strong for me. Are we sure on that? Like, according to everything I can see, it should actually be fine. Like, I mean, I'm happy to believe you.
Is that supposed to be a threat?
No, it's not.
You were beginning to make me nervous.
That was holding right. That was me using right click instead of left click. Okay, that overshot. That went straight in. That went straight in. That should have been a dead... Well... I'm a wizard. Chat, watch this. I can levitate arrows. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Woo! That was me using right click instead of left click, by the way. So it's just not... I'm not sure what the deal is, but there's definitely something happening there.
What can I do for you?
Can I buy a cheaper, like, shittier bow? Like, I'm happy to do that if that's helpful. But, the Dogwood Village bow? I mean, I have money, so, like, I can. Is that overall bet? Are those exactly the same? The hazel bow and the village bow? Are those exactly the same? It claims this is stronger, but like I'm not sure I believe it.
Let's talk about the price.
All right.
Still,
I'm listening.
something that I can hit.
Aye. Thank you.
Something that I can actually hit with is better than a thing I can't. So, let's try this again. Yup. It's just, despite the stats it claimed, it wasn't letting me aim. Cool. That's fine. Look, I am fine with it doing something goofy like that. Because if it works, if it lets me do what I need to, then it's fine regardless of whether or not the game it actually looks like it should work. Right, like, I care much less about whether it feels like it should work, and much more concerned with what will actually make this experience not bad. What will make this experience not feel very bad for me? And if that means using a weaker bow that I can actually aim with, that's fine with me. I do think, by the way, I do think it's objectively hilarious that you have an aiming reticle every when you want, except for when you have a bow out. That might possibly be one of... Oh, I don't want to lockpick this. I just want to speak to the tanner. You goofball? Hi, yes, I have some skins I would like to sell you. Please and thank you. Or not. That's cool too. I believe I actually want to go this way. Over the bridge, talk to the fisher. I think I still need to talk to the fisherman. Oh. Don't want to rob you. I just want to go this way, where there should be another fight. With stat that I might actually be able to win this time. Might. Big ol' emphasis on have a chance at winning. Goodbye. Did I get turned around completely? Kind of. Somewhere up in these woods, there should be the thing. I discovered a shrine. What? Huh? I see a mostly buried graveyard. That's not a shrine, though. Big open field. Peculiar. Okay. Oh, Wolfie, thank you so much for the gifts up to Constantine. Constantine, enjoy the medieval emotes. There's a nest. There's this road again. We'll see what we can figure out here. This... Maybe the bandits will have left. Yeah? Is anyone there? Oi! Don't call him a stinking mutt.
There's someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those wolves will eat him alive.
Hey! Hey, you! Help me! Chase those beasts away! I can't hold on much longer!
Got a head. Oi! I'm sorry, Wolfie, by the way. I'm so sorry. That wolf should be leaving. Like, there's no universe. Hey, hey. Where's the next wolf? Come on, there's one more of you. Oi! Please attack. Please attack. Please attack. What the fuck is going on? Oi! Shoutouts to Henry for being completely incapable of holding a sword in front of him instead of over his head. What do you mean I can't use an item while I'm in combat? I'm not in combat.
I was starting to think I'd turn into a branch.
I'm not in combat. Hi. Goofy thing. Does it read has weapon out as in combat? Is that how the game is registering that? That would be really... Oh, I'm not bleeding. Hello. What's up? Everything sucks here.
What the hell are you doing? I'll break my legs if you don't make room for me down there.
You've had plenty of chances to get down.
Watch out! I'm coming down. Jesus! Mary Joseph! And an arse! My foot! Ah! Sacra!
What's wrong with you?
You alright?
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it!
He sucks so much.
God, you were passing by.
I immediately hate him.
Me for sure. I'm forced to check. Huntsman.
Your wife sent me.
My dear Zlata. Thank God for her. What's your name?
Henry.
And thanks to you as well, Henry. You've got to... Oh,
Do I have to...
have it. Of course this happens to me.
Are you drunk?
I heard you're a bit of a drinker.
Not as much as I'd like to be. At least then it wouldn't hurt so much.
Is it
Oh,
bad?
yeah.
How the hell do you think?
Uh-huh.
Little black...
What?
I can't get up either.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Where do you want me to carry you?
I've got a hideout. Not...
What are you going to do there?
No. First we have to pick up Pepik at the hideout.
who's Pat? Who?
Pepik is my...
Oh, right.
What's so hard to understand?
You tied up...
Was I supposed to...
Is Peppa a dog?
Pepik is your...
What? No, you idiot. Now enough...
Where is that?
Not far.
That's just...
Look.
Alright.
I'll help you.
Throw me over your... I just need a drink first.
I'd rather
Rather
not.
not.
Your blood.
Well, at least the game saved. We can eat some food to regain health, right? Chicken, save me! Save me, chicken and onions. Now where are these wolves? If we're gonna do dumb shit, we're at least wanna... Did they despawn? Oh yeah! Wolves! There they are. Major thing. Oh? So I can't track the ones that I want because it auto-tracked too many other ones. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Glad it's letting me easily untrack stuff. Yeah, it won't let me do it from the map though, Constantine. That's what I was observing. If you had waited 3 seconds. I'm not just leaving you there. I was just getting a wolf skin so I had something to profit from this.
What are you waiting for? Let's go that way.
Which way?
That way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk's covered in moss. You can't miss it. It's north from here.
I like to observe that everything sucks and I don't have nearly enough health for this. And if literally...
Man, I told you to be careful. You're carrying me like a corpse.
Sorry, but you'll just have to manage. Otherwise, I'd have to drag you by the feet.
If only your shoulder wasn't so pointy.
Cool. Fallen tree. Hello.
That's the falling tree. I can't get my bearings when I'm upside down. I know. Keep going in the same direction until you come across
Really descriptive. Yeah. Really. So many use. Sorry, I need. Cool. There's a boar hunting spot across the.
You feel sick? You want me to put you down?
No. Anything but that. We're nearly there.
Great. I'm going in the same direction. Yeah, bad blood, no. No. This one. I see. That's the quest of note. The fact that Vostatek's quest is not part of the Mutt quest, despite being part of the Mutt quest, was throwing me off. Can we dunk him in the river and sober him up? Not that this river looks very usable for that, but... Is that the anthill? That's a massive fucking anthill. Whoa. If these ants are biting ants, I'm going to be so mad. Just for the collective record. Oi! Hey, let me walk. Hey! Game.
Here's the anthill. Look at this fella's go.
Oh, that's awful.
Busy as hell. It's making me thirsty looking at it. You know what? Take me to the ale house instead.
Absolutely not.
I said fuck it. Let's go for a drink.
No.
Take me to tacos. They've got the best ale.
Are you mad? I'm not going to carry you to the tavern. We're going to your hideout.
All right. Shit. You're right. We have to find... I nearly forgot about the poor fella. Take me to the north, along the stream. There's a birch there that's a real peculiar tree. You'll know it when you see it.
Ah, fine.
True. If they're fire ants, he'll sober up real fast. Right? Just think, if they're American and they bite, he'll sober up real fucking quick, and then we won't have to carry him anymore. Well, actually that's not true. He'll still have a sprained ankle. But that was entirely on him. You know what? I have no sympathy. He did just kind of fling himself out of a tree that he was only barely above, like, just dropping height on.
That's the way. Not much further now. Carry on into the forest. There'll be a marker on a tree there.
A marker?
Aye. A cross carved into the tree and a pile of stones next. The folks that work in the woods here mark all sorts of interesting places and that. Come on. Let's move.
Yeah. I'm moving. I'm not happy about it, but I'm moving.
Pepe! Pepe! Where's her big-eared boy?
I heard something.
Oh, yeah? Wait. Me too. Something's coming. It's nearly here.
Oh, fuck.
If you fart in my face one more time, you can walk the rest of the way.
There's the cairn. And the cross.
There it is. That's the tree. You see the mark? My
Yeah.
hideout is just a bit further to the north.
Can I punch this guy?
Down there.
True. We need him to help me find my dog. And then, as soon as we've done that, he can go to hell. Hey, look, I found him.
done? Where's Peppy? Shit. Let's see if I can stand up.
All right, are you done?
Come here.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Why am I having input lag? That's so strange.
Where's that horse of yours?
I swear I left him here. Kurwa. Oof. I need a drink. Here, take my water skin. Fill it.
Who appoints gamekeepers, especially this guy? I mean, this guy, great question. For who appoints them generally? Whoever owns the land.
There you go.
In this case, von Berghoff.
This will clear my head. I know you've done a lot for me already. You've got to find Peppy.
What does he look like?
What does Pepe look like?
He's very dark. He may not be as muscular as a...
Uh-huh.
Who could have taken him?
You're wrong. There's been a band of poachers wreaking havoc around these parts for a while now. I haven't managed to find their camp yet.
What are we gonna do about it?
You'll have to track them down.
Aye, aye, aye.
All right. Where should I start?
I tied him up by that sickly tree over there. All that's left, I'd start over. Once you track him down, hop on. Just watch out for those thieves.
Will you manage all by yourself?
Who do you think I am? A little...
What if some more...
Why would you even say that?
Who are they?
In wartime, fellas like that pop
Yeah.
up like mushrooms. Don't
Okay.
overthink it too much.
Yeah, how many?
Definitely not.
That's all I need. I'm on it.
Thanks, friend. And for your trouble.
Cool. I can get a crossbow for my efforts. Except for the, I have no health. I'm just saying that's kind of a problem. I'm going to eat a bunch and maybe that'll help. But, Houndsmaster, sleep will heal us faster. We'll drink that so that we heal up a little bit as well. Because the marigold touch appears to be the thing that does that. I'll have to find the recipe for that sooner rather than later.
Somebody untied the horse and led him along the path.
Uh-huh. Hopefully we won't have too much of a fight on our hands. Because I'm not really in any state to do that. A drinking horn.
A
Great.
hunting horn. I reckon the huntsman had it hanging on his saddle, and it fell off here. Oh, I'm on the right track.
Uh-huh. And our injured state is gonna go away soon. And our healing is gonna go away soon.
They kept going along the path.
Yeah, I got that part. It saved when I got I dropped him off at the thingy. So it didn't save after the other stuff, but given that I have exactly one savior schnapps, we're just gonna have to kind of wing it. Okay, that continues to sound very ominous.
That's quite a pile. They must have gone this way.
Come on, injured state, please leave. I believe in you, injured state. Please leave. Because I still don't have any. I'll have to eat some carrot. course the alcohol does. I'd really rather not have to use it, but, you know. Collectively, I still need to heal enough that I can at least get into a fight. So.
A saddle.
Huh.
They emptied it and threw it away.
Well, we're in an okay spot health-wise. Still not good, but... Oh, did I run past it?
More tracks. They can't be far now.
Aren't those tracks? Yeah, okay.
That must be the poacher's camp. I've got to be careful now.
It did just save, so at least that's something. Well, you saw nothing. Yes, I'm going clingy around in my armor. But well,
Get you! Attack! Everyone, get over here! Mercy! Leave me be!
You're not going anywhere until I say so.
one guy. I got one.
Surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
Give me everything you...
All right. All right. I hope I don't run into you again.
There we go.
Play for a quick death, bastard. Attack!
Hello?
Come and help us! Christ, my head!
Oi, come on, you're done, right?
Show your stuff! I'll need a bandage quick.
Cool, we'll take everything, please.
Hurry up, you! You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
Ow. Ow. Strenuously disagree.
And you'll get another right away! Take that fucker out, damn it!
Strenuously disagree.
Hey, get him!
Hello? Please let me over this damn ledge. I'm holding block. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You can't stand up to this! Show what you're made of! Fuck! I can't get a shot in! Ha! No chance! Show your stuff! Can't get a shot in! Ha! Useless!
to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Just stand there. Come on. I'll get him.
Well, this is at least the best performance I've had so far.
Now you're finished. I'm all yours.
But I, like, basically can't get a combo in anymore. Because, I literally don't have enough stamina for it.
Show what you're made of.
Yep, I just did, thank you. Well, at least the armor's working as intended now. Looks like Henry leads with his body instead of with his blade, which is why he gets whacked a bunch. True. He sure does. Ow.
What now, fucker?
I have like 1 HP and a dream. 1 HP and a dream and we got it! Huh. That was only moderately terrifying. Oop. Well, we are completely over encumbered now. Don't worry about it. We will, now that we have a bunch of stuff, we'll see what we can move to horse. Move to horse. That's just worse, right? Oh, it is a lot more powerful, or slightly more powerful, but in bad condition. How's that compared to what we've got equipped? It's overall an improvement. That's overall a massive improvement. Holy shit. Right? I thought this was going to go terribly. Let me be quite clear. I was very certain that that would go poorly. But we nailed it. Now, I didn't want to equip the bread, I wanted to eat the bread. Oh, and I'm full. And I'm still overstuffed. We can put that in... Was that better? Yeah, that's got to be better than what we... That's the best one. Why is this one... Wait, why is this so good? Relative to the... Oh, because that's a quaff. Okay. That explains a lot. Oh wait, and these are both... I can have both of those equipped. Oh. Oh. So you can put on the Gambazon and then the Hauberk and then that. For even more armor all the time. And then, nope. We do that, we do that. We do that, we do that. We equip that because that's better. Actually, I don't think that's better. Yeah, that's better. We could drop that, I don't care. Annoyingly, all of this is, like, barely counting his weight. Like, everything I'm doing and I'm still wildly over encumbered because... you know, the things that are heavy are my armor. We'll put that, okay, we'll put that in there. And then we're good. We're able to sprint. Save now, please. Alright, alright, alright. I am incredibly amazed that that worked. Hi. Please don't randomly stop moving. Hello? Video game. Video game, you cannot do this to me. I can look around, I cannot walk. Oh, I wonder if my keyboard is, like, dying. Well, we're not in combat right now, so I feel okay with walking around this way. Transfer all items. And take all of those and all of those. And the bagel! What do you mean we have a bagel? I didn't think... What's... Wait, actually, how? We'll... Oh. Wait, yeah, no. Move to horse, move to horse. Move to horse. I guess we'll move all of those. We'll move all of this. Okay, we moved everything. Maybe I can sleep for a couple hours.